4. There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, I got makeup on, so I have to take my makeup off. So I'm going to use our makeup remover, which you guys know it looks like 2 separate solutions. Look, Vanessa's got hers too. I'm probably going to have to open a new one before I go to Florida because this is almost empty. You shake it before you use it. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your booty. Shake your makeup remover. And always gently around your eyes. Oh, it works so great. Like, look at that. That's just one eye. Holy, pretty awesome stuff. One sold every 5 seconds worldwide. That is. Oh, what do you got? Micellar water. Oh, I didn't bring my micellar water in.
Yeah, I'm going to do some micellar water. Ladies, I love micellar water because you don't need water. And as I garden or in the summertime, I like to have one in my purse or by the door, just if I need a quick wash. Like I don't know what I do in the garden, but I seem to throw tons of dirt all over the place. So,
Well, you get grimy and sweaty, I think, right?
yeah,
The wind
right.
blowing the dirt around and stuff.
And it's great to bring to the beach too, like after you're in the beach, just to get all that salt water off your face and stuff like that too.
Sure.
It's a nice refresher.
Yeah. I'm going to actually demo the micellar water at our Dessert and Divas that we're having on, when is it? May 23rd. So I took a bowl of water, so I'm actually going to wash my face.
Me too. I'm just double cleansing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taking a shortcut.
Nope, no shortcuts.
No shortcuts with skincare.
So
So,
I'm using the 4-in-1 cleanser.
and I'm using the Volume Repair. Time Wise Repair, Volume Firm. I keep calling it Volume Repair. Time Wise Repair, Volume Firm.
And I always like to dip my fingers in the water, ladies, like
Hmm.
even under the sink, just to kind of get it so it spreads better.
Yeah. If you don't, it's like kind of like it's stuck to your skin or something. You need to kind of foam it up with some water. I was saying earlier to Vanessa, Allison might have been here, but I turned the water on in the kitchen sink and I was running down here to get my bowl. I was waiting for the water to get hot to put in my bowl. And then I realized I don't have no kitchen sink. Thank goodness I had a pot underneath it. Or we would have had a flood to clean up, but it all went in the pot. Thank goodness.
And ladies, my cleanser has it's a 4-in-1, so it cleanses, it tones, it exfoliates a bit, and it hydrates, right, May? I think that's the
B3 for brightening.
yeah, brightening, that's what it is. And what I really like about the time-wise sets, miracle sets, is they have the complex in it. All the products have the complex, which help with the blue lighting, which help with they have age-fighting peptides that help with your skin's collagen, natural collagen, and it also helps to brighten your skin. So I really love that it's formulated with all and every product of the Time Wise one.
Yeah, it is a good set. They say about age 20 and up, and somebody can stay on that forever if they want to. But if they want more extra oomph to their skincare, they can move up to the set that I use for more mature skin.
And I use the same set as May does because I used to be a sunbather, so my skin was extremely damaged. So I started off with the repair set right off the bat.
Yeah, because I usually say, 50 and up, but if you're 45, even 40-ish, depends on your genes, what sort of, if you have some bad genes in your family that you're going to get a lot of aging, you're going to show a lot of aging. Or like Vanessa said, you've been a sunbather and you've got a lot of sun damage to your complexion. 40, you can move on to the volume repair set then if you want. So I'm doing the lifting serum in my set, and I just do a dab on my finger and I dab it around and I rub it up. Now this targets your triangle of youth, which is where's your triangle of youth? It's here and down here. So it kind of targets this area, although I put it all over everywhere because it's a serum. It's good for your complexion. And that if they get the set, that's the first thing they're going to run out of. So I tell people when they get the set, use it very frugally, little tiny dot. Even if you wet your fingers when you're applying it, a little bit, the water helps to spread it even further. So you can be very frugal with it if you want. As a consultant, I get mine half price, so I know I'm not too frugal. Now, you have a moisturizer that you're putting on.
I'm waiting. Are you doing the barrier restore? That's what I'm waiting
No, I
for.
didn't bring that in. So you do the
Okay.
restore
Okay, okay, so I'll do the barrier restore. So because I have a moisturizer as my next one, you have to put the barrier restore on first.
before the
Always
moisturizer.
think, always think after you cleanse, you put the thinnest to the thickest on, right, ladies? And last but not least, sunscreen, right? So like
Mhm.
you kind of think of how it goes so that it kind of helps you when you're putting the products on your face. So the Barrier Restore is the next one you put on. I absolutely love this. This
Me
is one of
too.
my favorite products because I have extreme sensitive skin, ladies, like really sensitive skin. And so sometimes it takes me a little while to be able to use some of the products, but I can use every product in Mary Kay, including the Clear Proof and the retinol and everything else, ladies. It's just a matter of just easing your skin into it, right? Just don't slap a bunch of ingredients all at once because it just can't handle it when you have sensitive skin. But with the Barrier Restore, it actually is restoring my skin's barrier, right? So it's actually helping me. And came to find out, I heard from dermatologists that us ladies who have psoriasis, eczema, rosacea already have pre-damaged skin barrier. So this helps to restore our skin barrier. Right. And so that made me very excited because actually it does. Because at one point I couldn't use some of the active ingredients because my skin was too sensitive, but now I can really use anything. Right. And so it helps with redness. It just helps to restore that skin barrier or your acid mantle, I guess they call it. If
Yeah.
I want to be
And
fancy.
and I like the way it feels when you're putting it on. It's smooth, it's silky, it just feels so nice. And I have super sensitive. I see people in the comments saying they're super sensitive skin too. And I jumped in using that product right from the beginning, day and night, every day,
Same.
twice a day, every day, and no issues at all. I love it.
No issues.
Yeah.
No issues
Because it's good
whatsoever.
for sensitive
Yeah.
skin. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
It's the
awesome.
first product I've been able to put on and use every day, like right away.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then now it allows me to use other products right away. So I'm just putting on my antioxidant moisturizer just because you put on your. No, I got a
Um,
day cream too. Hold on.
yeah, you have a day defender. I'll do my day cream because mine has SPF in it already. You have to do another step for a moisture for SPF. Vanessa has to do a second step for SPF.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot moisturizer I put on that time. And it wasn't even a full pump. Oh, I got a hair here somewhere. It wasn't even a full pump that I used. This here, Time Wise Hair Value Firm is so moisturizing, so nice. Oh, I just love it. Now, Vanessa, that there Day Defender, does it smell like SPF?
No.
No, no. There's no smell at all actually in that whole
You
set.
know what it reminds me, it smells me of? Like fragrance-free hand cream. Like
Oh,
it's,
okay,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like it has that neutral smell to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a scent or smell, but it's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, ladies, it's lovely and it soaks in right away. I put it on my neck, my décolleté, my hands.
If you were using a hydrating mask, would you put that on after you applied all that or before you applied?
The hydrating mask goes on after your moisturizer.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't bother bringing the hydrating mask in. Did you, Vanessa?
Nope.
No, I didn't bother either. So next I'm going to do eye cream. Do you have an eye cream there?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Awesome. We'll both do eye creams. Which one do you have?
I have the Time Wise one, Time Wise Miracle Set one.
Oh, okay. And I have the Time Wash Repair Volume Firm set, which has that actual ball bearing. Vanessa's going to use her ring fingers. I'm going to just use the ball bearing and just make that moisturize in there with the ball bearing. And she's using her ring fingers because this is the weakest, the thinnest skin, and your ring fingers are the weakest fingers on your hand. So you don't want to rub and tug and stretch that skin too much because it'll create wrinkles. Now, an eye cream you can also put around your lips. So you can put some around there and moisturize that in around your lips. If you got some wrinkles around your lips, you can do that.
And if you find that you have really, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I did have a good sleep, so I have super bags under my eyes, or baggage, I would call it.
Your
And I
bags are
like to,
packed, but you're not traveling? It's under eye
yeah,
bags?
it's not the good pack bags. So it's more like the moving pack bags, right? Like I take a spoon because it's cooling too, and use it around my eye area too. It's the same effect as what May does with hers,
Yeah.
right? So
I slap on the hydrogel eye patches.
I do that too.
Yeah. So next I've got the foundation primer.
I don't have that, but we also have a night solution too that we normally use, but because it's day, mine is a nighttime recovery, so it has resveratrol in it and little beads. So I really I love this one. I actually add this one to my nighttime routine with my repair set too. And that's the good thing
Oh.
about these products, ladies, is you can mix and match.
Oh, so you add the nighttime recovery from the Miracle set into your skincare routine with the Volume Firm set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Good
Absolutely.
to know. Extra nighttime coverage for you. So
I want my skin to be working and making me beautiful when I wake up in the morning, so I put everything on at night.
yeah, well, nighttime is the best time because you're sleeping stress-free and that your skincare does bit more oomph, does more work for you. Now she's doing soothing eye gel, and I wanted to mention I did the day cream, but the night cream in this set has encapsulated retinol. So if it was nighttime, well, it is nighttime, but we're putting makeup on, so we're pretending it's daytime. But if it was nighttime and I was doing my skincare set, I would put on the nighttime recovery, which has encapsulated retinol. So a little bit gets released throughout the night. Retinol, if you don't know, retinol is something that we have in our bodies. It produces naturally. But from the age about 20, we don't produce as much as we did when we were younger. And it gets depleted over time. We're not producing as much retinol. And when you have less retinol in your skin, you get dull, sunken skin. So it's not retinol, it's collagen. Retinol
Collagen.
promotes collagen growth. Yeah. So you have collagen that we produce automatically, but we don't produce as much as we get older. And the retinol helps us to produce more collagen. Makes our skin produce more collagen.
And you won't see any of our products other than our collagen that you take ingest in products, right? So you won't see any of our products saying that there's collagen in it because collagen can't be absorbed through the skin. You have to actually physically take collagen in order to work for your body. So the molecules are too big, so you
Yeah.
can't
So we
actually
have the
ingest it.
collagen that we do ingest, all right? We
Yes.
mix it with our whatever and drink it. But our products have retinol to help us build more
Correct.
collagen. Yeah.
Yes, age-fighting peptides are what they're called. They help our natural collagen work better and
Hmm.
produce better. So that's what it is. It's not actual collagen that we're putting on our skin. It's age-fighting peptides.
Yeah.
Just a little FYIs, guys.
Awesome. See, Miss Google there, Vanessa, she knows all this kind of stuff.
I'm just putting on a little bit of nourishing oil. I found my face a little dry today, so I'm gonna
Oh, I love that nourishing oil. Oh, I
a
didn't
little
bring
on
it
my
in with me.
hair.
Can you send some over to me? I didn't bring
Here,
it into my office.
hold on. There you
Thank you.
go.
Well, I'm going to put on this brand new foundation that we have. It's got a needle nose applicator. It comes in luminous or matte. I'm just going to put a little bit on my foundation
And
brush.
and when she's doing that, I'm going to show you why
Oh,
you should use a brush instead of
there
your
you
finger.
go, Leanne. There's the demo again that you
Right.
liked.
So hold on, let me just wipe off my mirror. It's a little dusty here. Okay, so you
My,
see my mirror is clean,
mine
right?
still has the remnants. I didn't get it cleaned yet.
So I'm putting a little on my finger, right? Like one pump, right? One pump, you see? So then I take the mirror, right? And see, and then there's none on my finger, right? So see, that's the finger.
All
And
at
then
the
I'm going
top.
to take one pump on my brush. You see there's nothing on my brush. I'll do one pump, right? One pump. And so we're going to use the, like, look at the difference, ladies.
So can that be the same for the CC cream, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
CC
okay.
cream, foundation, any liquid
Okay.
that you're using.
Hmm.
And then look, there's still a lot on my brush, so I just use it on my face. The reason why that happens, ladies, is because our fingers are warm and it heats up the product and then it disperses it. So what happens is when you use your fingers, see how it's good right at the start and then it dissipates? That's what happens because your fingers warm up the products. So the products stay where your finger was at first and then are gone by the end. So it kind of absorbs all the whole spot right at the top. And then you don't have more. And then you're putting more and more on your hands and you're just literally almost washing your foundation down the drain.
As long as it's not the kitchen drain.
Yeah. Well,
And you
not your
don't,
kitchen drain
and you
anyway.
don't have a sink.
There.
Now my foundation that I put on is
Looks great.
a medium 9. Well, this morning it looked really good, but today I'm just kind of seeing I think it's a little too dark for me. But I bought the medium 9 because I know when I come home from Florida, this is probably going to be my color. Now, this morning I thought it looked awesome with the sunshine in the window, but now that my office is a little darker, I don't know, it's kind of looking dark on me.
But it might need to set. You know how the pigmentation in
Yeah,
your skin probably
and
has
the
to set.
sunlight is better to see, so it looked good this morning with the sunlight coming in. I don't know. Anyways, I'll keep trying it and see. I'll just do maybe a swipe next time and see what it looks like.
Okay. What are you doing next?
I'll do got shimmer sticks for my eyes.
Okay.
What did you take?
I just got Chroma Fusion.
Okay. I brought the golden copper this time. It's kind of pretty. I like it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it all over from my brow right down to my eyelid.
I'm going to do pinks. So I have Blossom, Dusty Rose, and Merlot I'm going to use today.
Ooh, nice. I love those colors. Those are my colors.
Mhm. Mine too.
This copper nova is pretty. So I thought I would do it, and I'll do the radiant bronze. Just a little bit in the crease.
I like to highlight and put a little over my eyes because I find my eyes start to darken. The foundation on my eyelid helps a little bit, but I find my eyelids are darker.
So you do the blossom all over just to like
Pretty
even out
much,
your
yeah.
eyelid? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely on the inner part, right? The inner part here,
Mhm.
definitely. Yep.
Can you put the foundation on your eyelids to make your eyeshadow pop more and
Yep.
make it like it helps it stay?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the CC creams and the under eye corrector.
Or your concealer.
Or
Yep.
concealer, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So I just added some bronzer. I built a crease because my eyes are hooded, right? So I built a crease, put it up higher, and blending is the whole thing. So I'm just going to take
Same.
our
See?
cream.
See the
Yeah,
difference,
we
ladies,
both
between
have
my
hooded
eyes?
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to put it up a little higher when you've got hooded eyes, you got to put it where you can see it. And then you got to blend.
I put it on my lid, but I put it up too.
Yeah. I do more just like the outside edge of my lid.
I seen a lady the other day and she said, women who are over a certain age that have a hooded eye should go through the river and over the hood.
Mhm. Mhm.
Through the river and over the hood.
Yeah, that's true. In the crease and then over the hood.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use a bit of this here Radiant Bronze Shimmer Stick as a liner too. So I'll just line under my lashes there.
So how do you know what type of an eye you have? Like, I don't have no idea if my eye is a hooded eye or.
When you look straight on, like you don't lift your brows or anything, you look straight on. If you can't see your eyelid, then you've got hooded eyes. This is hanging down over your eyelid. You've got hooded eyes. A lot of people have hooded eyes.
Okay, thanks.
If you can, if your eyes are like this naturally, and you can see your eyelid, then they're more standard or even deep set. If this is way in deep, then they're deep set. But when I relax my eyes, see, you don't even see my eyelid really, right? Because that hangs down over. They're not like this. If they're like this normally, then that's standard, but mine are not like that normally. And there's also closed set and wide set. Like mine are more standard. If you could fit like the eyeball between your eyes, then that's more wide set. And there's little tips and tricks you can do. Like if you have wide set eyes, if you bring your the darker shadow right over to the corner. Oh, there's Stacy coming in again. If you bring the darker shadow right over on a wide set eye, it'll make it look closer together. And the same as when you line, I only line about 3/4, but if you line right to the corner of your nose, it's going to make your eyes look closer together. Where I only do about 3/4, it makes them look wider apart. So different tips and tricks. Oh, I need mascara. Vanessa's still going with her shadow. I'm going to put on the Great Heights mascara.
I'm going to mix and match.
Mix and match.
I have Great Heights and I have Intensity.
Okay. This here one is the regular Great Heights with the curved one. And her Intensity has a huge big brush. It makes you look like you got false lashes.
Love it.
First time it come out, we had a limit. We were only allowed to buy 2 at a time because it was so popular. And when I wore it, the first time I wore it, my husband, we were going out for date night, and he said, "Do you have false lashes on?" I said, "No, it's our new mascara." Now, I usually use the tip of the wand just to put some there on the top lashes. And then I wiggle the wand in and pull it up.
Make sure you do your top lash, because if you have blonde lashes and you look down, people can see that you're wearing mascara.
Oh, yeah. And I do have blonde lashes. And some people like to do bottom lashes. Some people don't. If you only have like 1 or 2 lashes down there, I wouldn't emphasize the fact by putting a mascara on there, right? But kind of like the rule of thumb is if you're putting a liner on the bottom, then probably mascara on the bottom. If you're not doing liner on the bottom, then probably don't bother doing mascara down there.
And I don't do mascara down there because my lashes are quite long and they touch my face. So if I am going to do it, I do it sideways. So I just do the top part and don't bring it to the
Right.
end.
Yeah. Yeah. What a
So
blessing.
I can show you, like I'd go like this instead, right? Just a touch
Yeah.
my lashes so it doesn't bring it down to the end. And if I do go like this, I just pull it a little. And then that way it's not too much.
Awesome.
Anybody else have their mouth open when they put their mascara on?
Most people do.
I do.
I used to, but then I started doing videos all the time and I didn't want to be like trying to put my mascara on. So I purposely try to keep my mouth closed.
I find it doesn't go on as good as if you don't open your mouth.
I agree.
There you go.
You got blush?
I do. I've got some of the new blushes.
Woo!
Woo!
Tell us.
So this is the Spark Change. And even though it looks really deep color in the tube, it's not really all that deep. So I'm just going to, normally about where your pupil's at, but you don't want to come down lower than your nose. So like right about here somewhere. So, and I'm just going to put it on like
If you
that.
smile, it's easier.
Yeah, if you smile, it kind of just goes on the apple of your cheek. And you could just blend that with your finger, or you could use our blush brush just to kind of blend it. And that's the darker one. Now, I'll do the lighter one on the other side just so you can see what that looks like.
And mine just wineberry.
Wineberry. Yeah.
It's a very deep pink color, but if you don't want it too deep, just put a little bit on, put it on, and then switch the brush around and do it, and you'll take some of the product off, and it just kind of makes it a nice color.
Nice.
Hmm.
And see, this one here is much lighter. The Kind Spirit. Kind Spirit is much lighter. Spark Change is a little deeper. And today I used this for my lips, the Spark Change. You know, years ago, maybe they still do, women used to just buy a lipstick and they'd put it on their cheeks and put it on their lips. So I did the opposite. I got a blush, put it on my cheeks, put it on my lips.
Can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
When we're doing a Facebook post, I've seen someone else do it. Are we allowed to do like a comparison? Like, I know that like Sephora sells them and they're smaller, but can we make a post saying something along the lines like other retailers are this of this amount, like this is the size and this is the amount in comparison to what our product is?
I would say no, because we
the
don't
fine
compare.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't compare ourselves to any other products because there's no comparison, really,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But we just don't like to compare it to other products. I know other companies do and stuff, but we stay away from that.
Yeah, I seen someone doing it, another Mary Kay consultant. I seen it on and I was like, I don't know if we're allowed doing that.
Good for you for asking, because a lot of people post stuff and they, they don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. That's why I wanted to ask and make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we try not to compare things. Now you could say economically priced, or
Yes.
a nice size blush stick or something like that, right? You're just not calling the other place down, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Right.
you can talk everything about our products. So like you can say, look at this economic price that you get, or look at this price you get for 30 milliliters of this, right? Like
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
can say anything about our products like that.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
just can't compare it to another product, right?
Okay, that's what I thought when I seen it. I was like, I think I'm gonna ask.
Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people do, right? Like people just don't, but we try not to compare ourselves to anybody else because there's really no comparison.
It's again like the golden rule, right? You don't want to call another company down because you don't want them calling us down either, right?
Yeah. And I see lots of posts where they compare prices, like they do like Estee Lauder and they do all kinds of products and then they do our primer. Technically, they're not supposed to post those on site. That's just for your own personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I thought if I've seen it, then maybe some of the other new consultants might have seen it. And I just thought I'd ask the question just to clarify it while we're all on.
Very good. Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you think about the blush as a lipstick?
I like it.
I do too.
How's the texture?
Nice and creamy.
Nice.
Almost like the Supreme Hydrating
You
lipstick.
could also add a little bit of that, the oil with it.
Mm-hmm. Give it a dewier look.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or put a gloss on top too.
Or put a gloss on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
putting
what
Fancy
Vanessa's doing
Nancy.
there. Which one are you putting on, Vanessa?
Fancy Nancy. Did they change the
Fancy.
name of it? Is it
They're
still Fancy
changing it
Nancy?
to something. I forget what it's called. Fancy Peach or something. Or Fancy Coral, maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
They're changing the name anyways. Some Nancy must have got mad that she wasn't as fancy as she was or something. All
Well, it's
right.
been called Fancy Nancy for quite a while, and the other
Long
one,
time, yeah.
right? So,
Like us, I'm still probably going to call it Fancy Nancy because
oh
that's
yeah,
stuck in my head for 20 years now.
same.
Yeah. So, just to give you an idea of what you can say about the business opportunity, Vanessa and I ask each other questions.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Okay. Well, the first one I'm going to ask you because you have another job. The first question is, how much time do you have to put into your business, and can it just fit into your life?
Absolutely. So I love my business. I work a full-time job. sometimes 40, sometimes 50, sometimes 60 or 70 hours a week. So I can definitely fit this business into my life. And I actually build my life and then put my business into it. Right. So like I do all the things that I want to do and all the fun things I like to do and volunteer and all that kind of stuff. So I add Mary Kay into my life when it's convenient for me. Right. And you can absolutely do this. You can do this part-time. I've done it part-time, full-time, and part-time again. Right. So it's totally up to you what you want to do with this business. You can absolutely work it around another business. And most of us consultants do. Most of us consultants have another job.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I like asking you that question because like this is all I do is Mary Kay and I don't do it very often, but did you find the questions?
Yep.
All
How
right.
often do you have to order and what size of an order?
All right. So you only have to place one order a year. Now that order does have to be in one order. It can't be accumulated. It has to be one order of 450 retail. But guess what? You'll pay half price because we get a 50% discount. So you'll pay 225 for that order. And once you're active, then you can place smaller orders and you'll be active for that month plus 2 more months. And in that round of time, you could buy like a lipstick at half price if you want to. And so the criteria is just one order a year. Is all you have to do. So usually what I say is the decision today is just to sign up to be a consultant because you have a whole year to decide to place that order or not. Oh, so the next question. Do you have to always have an active account?
No, that's totally your choice. If you do want to always have an active account, you need to do a 225 order in, say, May, and then you have May, June, July to be active. And if you don't want to go inactive by the end of June, then you put another order in. But I say just wait till July and then become active again, right? But all you need to do is have one active order a year, every year. That's it.
Stay around. Yeah.
Is there training?
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Yes, there's lots of training. We do a Monday night meeting, and we started these here Zoom trainings on Tuesdays and Saturdays. There's an educational group on Facebook where some directors are in their training. There's lots of training videos in there. There's lots of training from head office on your Mary Kay website. There's tons of information there. So yeah, lots of training. And it's usually always free. Sometimes if you go to an event, then we do make a charge because we have to rent that hall or whatever. So sometimes there's a charge like kind of to help pay for the rental of the hall, but most times it's free training. Oh, so now I got to ask you a question. Do you have to have inventory?
No, you can. It's totally your business. You are an independent beauty consultant, so it is your business. You are welcome to have inventory. I came in with inventory because you do get bundles and different products at free of charge. So I came in with inventory because I was planning on opening a store, right? So opening my store and having inventory so I could deliver and do that sort of thing. But you don't have to. And you can build your inventory up at time if you want to. So if you do want inventory and you just don't have the funds at this moment to get some inventory, you can do that over time. So you don't need it, but you can have it.
Yeah. It is kind of easier when you have like a few staple things like skincare on your shelf, right? So somebody runs out of their moisturizer, you can deliver it to them. They're not going to the drugstore to buy another moisturizer. But I mean, that's each individual person decides whether they want to have inventory. And then if they want to, how much do they want? Or do they not want to have inventory at all? And you can be successful either way, right?
Either way.
Maybe place more orders because you're supplying your customers that they need stuff. So yeah, it's up to you.
Yep. Can you just order for yourself or do you have to sell to others?
Ah, good question. Because so many people come in, they either tell me that they can sell to anybody, or they say, I don't want to sell. Okay, you don't have to sell. You would sell to yourself. That's the only thing that you would do is sell to yourself at half price. But you do not have to sell to anybody else if you don't want to. And my sister's a prime example. She was a consultant for probably, I don't know, 16 years. She placed one order, that minimum order, right? One order, 450 retail, 225 wholesale cost every year just to stock up on her products. And she never sold a thing to anybody for like 15, 16 years. So no, you do not have to sell. Just sell to yourself if you want. On the flip side, though, if you have a lipstick or a blush on and you ran into somebody, your best friend, and said, oh my gosh, I love that blush, that lip, would you sell it to her? Because you make 50%. So, you can if you want to. The opportunity is always there, I guess. A lot of people sign up to get their products at cost, but the opportunity is always there. If you decide later on down the road that you do want to sell, you can. I have to ask you a question now.
Yep, your turn.
Do you have to host parties?
No, you don't have to host parties, but you can. I love to host parties, to tell you the truth. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of girl and pink time. I say it's my fun job because at my work day job, it's stressful and you're dealing with stuff. But my Mary Kay job is my fun job because I get to meet with ladies and pamper them and love on them and all that kind of stuff. But no, you don't have to. You can totally do this business online. You can totally do this business in person. You could totally just sell out of out of a lookbook if you wanted to. You could use your website only. You could do whatever you'd like. That's what's so cool about this business is it really lets you be yourself, your authentic self, and work in it whatever way you want to work into it.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
So, are there any tax breaks for a home-based business?
This is something I did not know when I first signed up. I signed up, I think it was June, May, yeah, no, into June like 26 or something, I signed up. So I worked the half of a year and I didn't even realize that, oh my gosh, I had a whole half year tax write-offs when it came around to the new year and I went to do my income tax. You get to write off a percentage of your household expenses, a percentage of your car expenses, your cell phone, anything that you would buy for your business. Maybe I just bought ink for my printer today, $70. And I think it was $70.99. And Carl says to me, but that's a write-off. That's what he said to me today. You're right. So, like you're paying for your household expenses anyways, right? You have to pay the heat and lights. These are things that you're incurring and paying anyways. But now a percentage of that is an expense to your business. So it helps at income tax time. It helps to get extra money saved in your pocket, especially if you have a day job and you're paying a lot of income tax out, like Vanessa. She's got a big day job and she pays a lot in income tax. But when she does her taxes and gets to write off a lot of this on her Mary Kay business, it helps to keep some of that money in her pocket. So it's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Does anybody have any questions?
I'm going to say I do it because I feel like I'm the only one.
Leanne is my queen of questions.
I'm
I love it.
sorry. I'm learning.
That's
I'm
how
No,
you
I love
learn.
it.
Some
Ah.
people will tell me, I'm sorry for the questions. I'm sorry for that. I said, that's how you learn. Like, I don't know what you're questioning if you don't ask.
I'm just learning. Is there any way to find out if we're having any traction on our website?
I don't think so.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a stumper.
It's a good question.
I don't think
know.
we have access to it. I know
Yeah.
Mary Kay does. They have access to it. And what actually happens in the background with the website is if someone puts something in a cart now, they'll send them a reminder that it's in the cart.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So they will remind them, but I don't think we have access to that information. I think that's just corporately. I think it's to do with privacy laws. Like we can't have people's information that way. I'm assuming I have no idea.
I'm just wondering, like, is there anybody looking at my website? Doesn't matter like who they are.
Yeah.
Is there just, am I getting any clicks? Is there anyone, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You'll get more of that when they do the My Shop and that kind of stuff. You'll know more.
okay.
That's when it's going to kind of come that way.
Okay.
Right?
My question is, when you set up the website, there's a spot for like about 5 different postal codes. Did you fill those in?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. So you could fill in a postal code in Halifax or Cape Breton or somewhere if you want, right? And somebody in that area might contact you looking for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you can
Do more
add
range.
like your Instagram or your Facebook and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good. Good question.
I have a question.
Stumped us. Amazing.
Going back to being active and inactive. So how do you become inactive? And what do you have to do to become active after that? Like I get confused that whole thing confuses me.
Yeah, it's when you're new, it's a lot of stuff to kind of figure out. It's a lot. It's a lot. When I was new, I couldn't figure out retail and wholesale. I kept asking my director, like, "Is that my cost? What's the retail and what's the wholesale? Which one is my cost?" I couldn't figure it out. So, how do you become active? Is you place a 450 retail order and pay 225. Then your account is active. Your discount is active. That's what it means. You have your discount set up.
For
Okay.
that month,
So
the
that
next
month,
month, and the month after.
yeah, that month and 2 more months. So if you do an order anytime, like in May, say within the next, say by May 15th, you want to order to get, to get some items in before the increase. So if you do enough to get up to 450 retail, because you already ordered something this month. So if you do a little bit more to get to 450 retail, 225 wholesale cost, accumulate it this month, you're active. And you're active for the rest of May, June, and July. Now, if you don't order any more, then on August 1st, you're inactive again. And how do you get active? You do another order whenever you need products. You don't have to do another order right on August 1st. Whenever you need products, you do another order.
And
Now,
that would have to be another $450
yes,
retail order.
yes,
Yeah.
and you'd pay
Okay.
half, 225. Now, if you happen to do an order, say by the 15th, and then next month you only do like $100 order. But then, so that's June. Then in July, you happen to do a few orders. People are ordering from you, and you did like 100 order and pay 50. You did another 100 order and pay 50. And by the end of July, you actually got up to 450 accumulated within July. Now, guess what? You're A1 active again, and you're active for July, August, and September.
But I thought the 450 had to be in one order. See, this is where I'm getting
Yeah.
confused
When you're not
because
active, to get your discount, it has to be one order. But
okay.
once you're active, so if you did that this month, then next month you can accumulate up to 450 to get back to A1 active again. Because next month you're A2, it's your second month.
So am I active now because Lynn placed an
No,
order?
no, doesn't matter what Lynn does, it's you. You have to place a
Okay.
450 retail.
That's where I was getting I'm still a little foggy, but it's making a little bit more sense every time I
Yeah,
ask. I'm the same as Leanne. I love asking questions and
that's how you learn. Mhm.
people are like, oh no, she's asking another question again.
No, that's how you don't learn
So
unless you ask.
well
I
that's
agree.
exactly.
You'll always be wondering if you don't ask. So yeah,
Yeah.
the more
And
questions, the
you
better.
never know who else wants to know that answer and is just
Yeah,
not asking, right? So
Hmm.
always ask.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, ladies.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
So if we had some guests, I would say it's just a $30 decision today, right? Because we mentioned about the order. You have a whole year to place an order, the 450 order. So you're not worrying about that today. It's a $30 decision. You can sign up for $30. And you get this here makeup bag. And you get the book that Mary Kay wrote. You get some samples and some sales slips. This is the book that Mary Kay wrote, Miracles Happen, and it's a good read. Whether you're, trying to have a business or just getting your products at cost, there's all kinds of life lessons in that book too. So it's pretty nice for $30.
Do we have a picture to show exactly what they would get for their $30 instead
Yeah,
of us explaining what it is? It's great to have a picture to physically to show them.
yeah. I just posted one the other day. I'll go find it and send it to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So it's a $30 decision today. And if anybody's interested or if anybody had some more questions, we can answer those. But if you don't, we're going to let you go. But the thing is, if you keep thinking about Mary Kay after this Zoom call and you're wondering, what if, I'd like to get my products at cost. What if my mom and my sister wanted to buy from me? I could make a little extra profit. What if maybe I could earn, become a director and earn a car, or maybe I could quit my day job like May did, right? So what if you're thinking all night long, you can't sleep because you're dreaming about Mary Kay, and you get up in the morning, you have your cereal, and you put your milk in, it looks pink. I'd say that's a sign. Maybe sign up. So I hope you have a sleepless night and you dream about Mary Kay all night and reach out to your consultant in the morning to sign up on her team. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. So thanks for joining, ladies. Hope you learned something. Thanks for the questions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All
Thank you.
right. We'll let you go. Have a good night.
Thanks, May. Bye.
Thanks, Vanessa. See you later.